there, welcome to Vetements En Vogue with me as your host. Do you love couture, style, and analysis, aka CSA? Well, subscribe and turn on notifications to get your weekly CSA PSA hot off the press. So I actually got this bag through a reseller, and I paid more than retail for it, so it's not, it wasn't like I got it from the boutique, but I'm so excited to unbox this today because it's kind of been blowing up all over social media, and it's really popular right now, and it's just the perfect neutral shade currently right now. And this dust bag only comes exclusively with the classic flaps, which the seasonal bags usually come with only white tissue, but sometimes the classic flaps will come with black tissue paper. And the unique thing about this is the little illustration here of Coco Chanel. It says Karl Lagerfeld here. And this is the receipt. This bag, when I purchased it, came with the receipt and also care instructions as well. And for the reveal, this is, you can see the color. You can see the color of it on here. And this new bag this season actually comes with a microchip. This is the Dove Gray, as everyone is calling it, for the 21A season, with the champagne light gold hardware. There's a little sticker still on the knob. There's also some more protective felt on the inside here. Stickers here. Protective felt is to protect the zipper from denting this flap here and the chains here from rubbing the top of the inner double flap, and the tissue is put between here and here, and another piece of felt was between the turn lock here kind of and under the double flap to, I suppose, prevent this button from hitting this area of the bag, because I've heard in some bag reviews of the Chanel classic flap that if you were to close this bag too quickly, in some cases this button over time may get behind this area here and pull this down, causing it to dent and create a little V-shaped jut out, and it's not good for the bag. So when you close the bag, you have to hold both flaps and close it over the turn lock. And also, felt was probably around the turn lock to keep it from getting scratched. Also what the sticky is for here as well. But with this new collection, they recently released a microchip in the bag. I'm sure you guys have heard about it or seen it here. This is brand new. Can you guys see the double CC logo that is padded here? This padded CC logo, oh, and it's made in France. I know some people are picky about where their bag is made, whether it's made in France or made in Italy. The padded CC logo only comes in the size small, so this is really special, and this is my first classic flap, so it's really special to have this extra little touch that's specific to the small bag. And it's actually interesting. The caviar texture is all over the bag itself, except for the inside layer of this caviar pocket. So the other side of this that you see on the inside here, where my thumb is rubbing, that doesn't have the caviar texture. And also the inner flap where the padded CC is stitched, there's none of that caviar texture. The inside of the pockets don't have that. The outside of the pockets here don't have it. Bottom compartments all of the inner doesn't have that caviar texture. It's only the outside and between the double flaps. And I should actually unravel the chain here to show you guys too. I decided to go for this bag this season quite unexpectedly, actually, because I've been wanting a light gray in my collection, but I didn't know that this sort of gray would come across for this season in a classic flap version, and I've been seeing the light gray across on some people, and I just really think it would be a perfect neutral that goes with a lot of things, and I actually have a lot of ideas on how to style this, and if you can follow me on my Instagram, which I'll link, you'll probably start seeing me styling this beauty with a lot of outfits coming up. This small truly is just a tiny size. It's so small, and I have really small hands too, and this is how big the bag is. It is literally the width of both of my hands put side by side together. It is so small. I'll also be doing another comparison video again soon for what fits inside, what's in my bag, but it looks tiny, guys. It is so tiny. And Chanel put this little slot here, which is the lipstick holder slot for where you put your lipstick. This is so tiny. And I see a lot of YouTubers putting their phone in this slot. And this is actually a snap closure here, guys, but no one actually ever snaps it closed because you would have to press into the bag in order to close it, and it's not really very easy to do that because when it's not stuffed right now, you kind of like, when you push in the bag also collapses in, so it's like you're trying to snap it closed, but the snap gets further away from you because it's hollow. I'm sure if it was full of something, it'd be a little bit easier to snap it, but you don't really need to snap it. And I can actually see this snap closure being a problem with lambskin bags, but this is in a grained caviar. Denting this or this area around the snap, it may or may not have those issues. And one more thing I wanted to mention about this caviar is that it's just so soft on first impression. That's one of the first thing I noticed, and I'm a very tactile person. It is just so soft. I always heard everyone saying the new caviar this season is different than the matte caviar that used to come out. It's a lot more bumpy and it's more plasticky, some people were saying it felt, and maybe it does, but this is the one and only caviar I've felt so far, and it doesn't actually feel that plasticky. It does feel pretty soft if this is the first ever caviar you're feeling. So maybe compared to the old caviar it feels more plasticky, but this new one on first touch it doesn't feel bad. It feels quite luxurious, actually, I would argue. And different leathers vary by season, of course. Not all caviar feels the same from year to year, and not all lambskin feels the same from year to year as well. But this is such a tiny bag, guys. I honestly feel like it's hard for you to tell from just the screen itself, but it really is tiny. It's just the most cutest size. It would be the most cutest size, I'm sure, crossbody, on the shoulder, and everything else. So stay tuned for that video where I post a review on this and mod shots. But thank you so much for joining me today. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And what was your favorite thing about the unboxing today that I talked about? Leave a comment for me down below.